Hello, everyone. I wanted to just share with you something that has been on my heart for quite a while, and I just try to keep it brief. I struggled quite a lot in my early life, and I had everything from addiction to relationship problems, and it set me on a journey of trying to figure out how to have a different experience. I studied human behavior and transformation, and I was in coaching programs and spent tens of thousands of dollars in years studying how human beings create their version of reality. And it was really useful. I loved it. I've applied quite a lot of it. What I've been noticing in the last number of years is how much of what's happening in society is being influenced by external pressures. I think one of the results of all this study has led me to the understanding of how easily influenceable we are by our surroundings. I used to be considered to be a very liberal person. I hung around with yoga communities, new age practices, did everything from read the Satanic Bible to witchcraft stuff back in the day to landmark forum cults. I was initiated by a guru at one point. And then I've come around to finding Christianity and hanging around with social circles that are very different, and having a completely different experience of my values over time. And I think that gives me a unique perspective to be able to speak to what's happening in society right now. For example, yesterday I posted some pictures that some people found highly offensive, and I can see why, because people subscribe to whatever ideology that they're fed repetitively over time, and they think it's the truth and don't realize that they have actually adopted belief structures from whatever environment that they've been exposing themselves to over time, and that it was actually those ideas are planted in there. I can give you some examples. I posted a picture earlier today that said something like, what is the first thing you think of when you see a bunch of pictures of ICE agents? For some people, they're gonna remember their family that was in the military or the law enforcement that served our country, and they're gonna feel safe, and they're gonna feel protected, and they're gonna feel like nationalistic loyalty and gratitude for the sacrifice of these people that are willing to fight for the protection and freedom of our country. And other people are going to have this visceral experience of seeing like Nazi Germany, World War II, oppression, basically Nazi, and two people, reasonably sane people, well-meaning, intelligent people, having completely different experiences of the same picture, kind of makes you wonder where those ideas come from. And I can tell you that if you are watching particular media outlets, you're going to have a particular bent in one direction. If you're watching them in the other direction, you're going to have a particular bent in another direction. The reason I'm bringing this up is because if you see somebody walking down the street and it fits the stereotype of the people that you think are the Nazis, you might have an immediate knee-jerk response to them, to just seeing them, and have Nazi fly through your head without even knowing them, and feel fear and feel defensive and scared about of who they are. And it might be completely implanted in your head from our overlords that are running the media. Conversely, the completely opposite scenario for the other group of people. The reason I'm bringing that up is until the day comes that you can recognize your propensity to jump toward one side or the other, and then back away from that knee-jerk, unconscious judgment reaction thing that happens to just about everybody, and make a decision about how you're going to view that person based off of the actual firsthand experience of them, or your higher judgment, or your ability to step back from your preloaded assumptions and make a decision based on critical thinking and actual objective reality. I would propose until you can do that, you're not free mentally, you're not free egoically, you're not free in your mental flexibility as a human being. And so I'm going to just keep putting this stuff out there to encourage you to question these things, to trigger you, to ask, why am I being triggered? To encourage you to dig a little deeper and learn about how human beings formulate their version of reality and question this stuff, so that you're not just a blind automaton being fed a bunch of garbage by whatever political narrative that you happen to subscribe to and treating people accordingly. So I happen to be a personality type that's called Enneagram 8. It's called the Challenger. This is, my propensity and tendency to bring this stuff up and kind of prod people into questioning these things as part of my personality makeup. So love it or hate it, I'm going to be the guy that's going to stand up and wave the flags around and say, hey, everybody, we're doing something weird here. Let's try something different. Like maybe questioning the version of reality that we hold on to so dearly, so that we can have flexibility in it and the ability and capacity to love other people. That's my encouragement today. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great day. And choose joy.